Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome to the vlog. Today is day 1 of prep 2020. I am officially 12 weeks out from my second competition. We are going to vlog the experience, the transformation like we did for my first prep because you guys were so encouraging and motivating to me. I appreciate each and every one of you that sent me all these kind messages, that checked in on me. I appreciate and love you all so much. I know a lot of you always say that I inspire and motivate you, but I don't think you guys realize or understand how much you inspire me and motivate me to keep going, to keep doing my thing here on YouTube. So we are going to vlog this experience. They say every prep is different, so we shall see. I feel good about it. I feel confident because now I know what to expect. The first go around, you literally don't know. It's a learning experience. I do not know it all. I am an amateur. I am learning as I go, but now I have a good general idea. So alright, so now what I'm doing is I've already done my cardio. So for this prep, I figured I want to go ahead and get my cardio out of the way because I have a hard time, especially if it's a situation where I have to work out after work. Working out after work and then doing cardio is it's nauseating. So I figured go ahead and get the hardest part of the day done. So it is 10:06. I've already done my cardio. I'm about to make my breakfast. I'm running late due to me. I need to sleep in, okay? I was out of town this weekend, staying up late, waking up early, eating shit food, and let's just say my body is feeling it. So I'm about to make my breakfast, and then when Lo gets home, he gets off of work at 2, he's going to lift with me. We've been lifting together for a week now, and Lo's got some stuff going on. I'm not going to say yet, but I am so pumped and excited for him. So let's go ahead. For the first meal of the day, we are doing 2/3 cup of oats, 4 egg whites, 2 turkey sausage links, and some veggies. Let's do it. So you guys know how I was telling you that eggs mess with my tummy, right? Well, okay, well first of all, these eggs in here. This is a whole carton of eggs. Yeah, that's gotta go. We have a whole carton of eggs here that have been wasted because I haven't been eating eggs. Before, when I was doing my egg whites, I was doing the liquid egg whites. My coach told me to get the egg whites from the actual egg. I'm going to try this out, and we're going to see how I feel. Hopefully, I mean, my stomach is so jacked up right now from all the crap that I had over the weekend. I probably won't feel it, but we're going to see how this goes. All right, so we've got 4 egg whites, spinach, onions, and some salsa. And then we've got our oats with water, Splenda, not Splenda, stevia, sugar-free syrup, and cinnamon. Let's eat. Alright, you guys, all done with breakfast, feeling good. That was my first meal, and now I'm about to make some coffee and take a look at my supplements because I need to check to see what I have to restock on. So the supplements that I was taking while I was not on prep: multivitamin, fish oil, probiotic, collagen. These will remain in prep as well. And I also picked up some, now excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, it's called ashwagandha. So I've heard a lot of benefits of this. I know quite a few competitors that have lost their cycles. They started taking this, and this helped with getting their cycle back. I didn't lose my cycle last go around. In fact, my cycle was, she was a biatch, okay? She was strong. She was very intrusive. Periods while in prep are crucial. They were very difficult versus when I'm not on prep, so I don't know what that was about, but I didn't lose my cycle. But this also is really good for, it supports a healthy response to everyday stress, overwork, and fatigue. My homie Alpha EJ, he was the one that told me about this as well, and he knows all about supplements and bodybuilding. So when he told me about it, I was like, yeah, bet I'm getting that. But the cortisol levels, especially once you start getting deep into prep, like, I'll be honest with you guys, the first 4 weeks, I'm fine. The second, once I hit 8 weeks, I'm okay. The month of, once May hits, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, I feel it. I'm just gauging off of how I was the last time. I know they say every prep is different, but just from my, you know, research that I've done, my own case study on myself. So I know the first 4 weeks I'll be fine. It's just gonna be a matter of me just getting back into, well, not getting back into the motion, because I've kept the same habits. I eat a lot of the same food, still taking my supplements, still doing my cardio, still working out. It's just gonna be a matter of really dialing in on that diet portion, because now there are no treats here and there, because I was definitely indulging and treating myself. So magnesium, we're good on magnesium. Super B complex, good on that. Vitamin C, oh, I need more vitamin C, and I need more vitamin D. Okay, cool. So not bad at all. And I think I'm good on dandelion root too. Yeah, okay. So just vitamin C and vitamin D. And I think I'm gonna get like the greens, like a greens kind of mix as well. That way I can make sure, like, you know, everything is flowing good in the gut. So yeah, we are going to head off to Sam's, and I'm gonna do a little grocery shopping, and I'll get my supplements. And when we get back, I will show you guys a little grocery haul. Then we're going to talk about how to build muscle while lifting heavy and not looking bulky, because I've been lifting heavy for a year now. We're gonna talk about that later. What's up, you guys? So it is actually, hold on, let me bring Caesar in because he's out here on the balcony acting a fool. Hold please. Okay, now I am back. So never made it to the grocery store yesterday, so I figured we would go ahead and do our little mini grocery haul now, and then talk about how to build muscle without getting too bulky, too muscular, and not look like a man. Okay, so first thing I got here, peanut butter. Really quickly, I know a lot of people like to use peanut butter as like a main source of protein, which is totally fine, especially if you're someone who is just maybe bulking, no big deal. But if you are someone who's cutting and calories are king, you might really want to reconsider, because peanut butter is heavily calorically dense. So for 2 tablespoons, you're getting 180 calories. So when you look at it that way, if you're using peanut butter as a main source of protein and you're trying to cut, you might want to reconsider that. But I have 1 tablespoon of peanut butter every day with my rice cakes. I love me some peanut butter. Next up, I have coffee creamer. If you guys watched me last prep, you know I had a hard time with coffee creamer. I tried the sugar-free ones. I've tried them all, and they're just gross. For me, I only do 1 tablespoon of coffee creamer, and I use this on off season, and I use it all the way up until peak week, until the week of my competition. Peak week, we just take out all artificial sweeteners, all everything. So a lot of people are like, oh, that's so bad for you. Well, my thought process is, if I'm only doing 1 tablespoon of creamer, I highly doubt that this 1 tablespoon is really going to screw with me. I mean, it didn't the last go around. I'll let you know if anything happens this go around. But until then, I enjoy it. I have my Coffee Mate creamer. Judge me, 1 tablespoon. Life is good. I love my coffee. Next up, we've got some boneless chicken breast here. I bought 2 packs of these because I tend to go through chicken really fast. And then we got ground turkey. And boom, that's it for the mini. Oh, hold on, no, that's not it. I also got some mozzarella cheese, because I do use a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and frozen vegetables. The reason why I go with frozen is because every time I buy fresh, they just rot, and I hate wasting food. So frozen vegetables, they last way longer. And I also had to pick up some more vitamin D3. This is also another supplement that I take. This helps with supporting a healthy immune system, and also promotes calcium absorption, of course. So yeah, that's it for the mini haul, grocery haul. Let's talk about how to get this muscle. It is such a beautiful day outside. I'm loving it. All right, so I'll give you guys a little background history on me. Hold on, let me try to find a good angle here. All right, so guys, a little background history about me. I as a child was someone who started off very just skinny. I was long, lanky kid, petite, right? So I can remember in middle school, first day of 8th grade, someone came up to me and said, "Hey, are you anorexic?" And it was just mind-blowing to me because I had never had anyone ask me that. And I was like, no, as I sat there with all of my food that my mom had packed me, and I was like, no, I'm not anorexic. And I held it together all day long, and then as soon as I got home from school, you guys, I cried. I know sometimes people tend to think, well, if you're smaller or if you're skinny, you know, you don't have any body image issues or there's nothing wrong with you, you're considered lucky. That is not the case. It's already being hard as a woman, just in general. Take away from the size, being a woman is hard. We all, no matter if we are super petite, if we're curvy, no matter what, we all have things about our bodies that we might not like or have to deal with. So I went through that. And also in the 8th grade, that is when I got into competitive cheer. So started off that in 8th grade, did it again all the way through high school, so from 8th to 12th grade. 9th grade came, and that's when it got really competitive. And I'll never forget, probably about halfway through 9th grade, I don't know what I was doing, someone looked at me and they go, "Hey, are you on steroids?" And I kind of looked at them and I was like, "What are you talking about?" No. And that really ticked me off too, because I instantly thought about that one kid that asked me if I was anorexic. So I'm kind of like, how the heck do you go from looking anorexic to now all of a sudden looking like you're on steroids? Well, that really caused a complex with me, because ever since that one dumb statement was made, I immediately became insecure about my arms, to the point where I started looking around. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I am a freak of nature. I'm already taller than everybody else, and I realized that I carried way more muscle than the average teenage girl. So it was just something that I always would try to hide, cover up my arms. Fast forward to, you know, I graduate high school, moved to Charlotte, and once I got to Charlotte, after lifting, you know, human beings, throwing girls in the air for 5 years, I moved to Charlotte. Then I became a gymnastics coach. So again, lifting humans in the air. I never touched a weight. I never did any weightlifting. It was just basically 12 years of lifting human beings up in the air. So once I started coaching gymnastics, and then I got halfway, probably like towards the end of when I was coaching was when I really kind of started my interest into the gym. I always wanted something extra to do because I came from the competitive cheer world. Then after that, I was kind of like, well, what's next? I got to Charlotte and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can try out for the Charlotte Hornets team. And I was kind of like, nah, like the cheerleaders. Didn't really want to do that. Thought about doing the Carolina Panthers cheer, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was just looking for something to get into, and I just kind of started running on my own. Now, I am not by any means a endurance runner. I'm a sprinter. I ran track for a hot second, and I'm a sprinter. Your girl can go, and then that's it. So I really enjoyed running, but that still wasn't enough for me. And so that is when I started going to the gym. When I first started going to the gym, I want to say I was about 23 years old. I wouldn't lift a weight. The only thing that I would do the Smith machine, you know, just for like lower body and squatting. But you would never catch me with weights in my arms, and you would never catch me with weights in my hands, because I was petrified of getting any bigger than I already was. And it's so funny now, because when I go back and look at it, I'm just kind of like, girlfriend, you like, you were itty bitty. But that negative connotation was already put in my head that there was something wrong with me. I felt like I looked like a freak. Once I started getting into the salon, I was getting a lot of comments about my body again, and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want this going on. But it was different. It was women saying, hey, I love your body, I love your arms, what are you doing? And so in my mind, I'm kind of like, what are you talking about? I look like a muscly freak. There's nothing cool about my body. Like, let me cover it up. And so as I started really getting more into health and fitness, and I kind of looked around, I was kind of like, hey, this might not necessarily be such a bad thing for me. Now, still would not touch a weight, because I still have that negative connotation in my head that if I lift heavy, if I lift a weight, I am going to blow up. Well, guys, let me tell you something. Bodybuilding is one of the best things that happened to me. So I have officially been lifting heavy for 1 year now. 1 solid year. And let me tell you, I did not blow up. Now, I definitely have more lean muscle mass, but I did not blow up. I did not get bulky. I don't look like a man. I think what people fail to realize is, for women especially, it is hard. Well, no, scratch that. For anybody, men and women, everyone, it is hard to get lean muscle mass. First of all, if you are not lean enough, you're not going to see the muscle as much. That's just what it is. So when women say, oh, I don't want to get bulky, it's kind of like, do you know how hard it is for women to have lean muscle mass and for it to show? It is not an easy thing. Men have a hard time doing it. And I think we have to just take a moment and think about it. Like, come on guys, if it was really that easy to get muscle, don't you think we'd all be walking around shredded? It's not an easy thing whatsoever. So my experience after lifting heavy for a year, I'll show you. This is my first ever check-in photo with my coach Lauren. This is before we even started lifting heavy. So March 2019 versus March 2020 right now. This is what I looked like yesterday, and as you can see, I have definitely made some progress, you guys, but I don't look huge, I don't look bulky, or I don't look manly. So to anyone that may be out there and you want to get yourself in shape, you want to just start feeling good about yourself, lift the weights and lift heavy. I love lifting because you can recomp your body. I'll show you a photo of me last year at 147 versus now at 147. I weigh the exact same, but my body recomp and my structure is totally different. With nutrition and weightlifting, that is how you are really going to sculpt that body. So I encourage everyone out there, if you're scared of lifting, please don't be afraid of it. It is so good for you. You will feel good. My motto, if you look good, you feel good, you feel good, you do good. Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of our first prep vlog of 2020. Down below, tell me if you're a lifter or not. Are you a lifter? Are you not into it? And it's okay if you're not into it because it's not for everybody, you know what I mean? I want to hear your thoughts. You guys know the deal. Keep it simple, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.